So, welcome to my first kind of podcast. Kind of. It's a voice memo right now that I'm going to magically transport into a podcast. So, we'll see how this goes. But if you've read anything I've written recently, you know how intensely I feel about connection. So I've started doing these voice memos with my clients in response to our weekly check-in. I send them a voice memo so they can feel my passion for their journey, so they know how I'm speaking, what I'm saying, so they know that I'm not judging the fact that they might have, double-fisted like a pizza and a ho-ho, like whatever. But I feel like it allows me to speak to them better, and any platform that I can use to connect to clients or future clients or women who want to feel empowered, I'm sure as hell going to use it. So today, and my first little mini podcast, because we all know how much I can talk, and I want to keep this short and sweet because it's my first one. So in this first one, I want to talk to you about pushing limits, pushing through pain. It's something that I've been talking to my dad a lot about in recent months, pushing through pain, this mentality that society has put on us, grind every day, hustle, work harder. If you're not working, miss a workout, you fail. And that's actually what this mindset is setting us up to do, is fail. Extremist mindsets, they don't work. They may work for a short period of time. It worked for me for a while. I was like, show up, no excuses. That used to be me. Scroll back in my Instagram feed like 2 years and you'll see, I wasn't a dick, but I definitely was like, do or die, work out. I can't believe I missed a workout. And it's that, it's that mindset of, miss a workout, fail. You didn't hustle hard enough. You didn't grind hard enough, And what I really want to dig into today is that having that mindset in regards to pain. So pushing through pain, you may be familiar with the physical pain. Maybe your back hurts in a workout and you continue to push through it knowing that your back is going to hurt. Or maybe you feel it in an emotional sense. You just ended a relationship, or maybe someone ended a relationship with you. You haven't spoken to your mom in a year. Well, that's me. That's not funny. It's something that I actually feel sadness about sometimes. Wow, first podcast, and I'm already making a dig at myself. I should really be doing better at this. So anyway, pain. I'm sure you're familiar with it in some aspect. And that mindset of pushing through it, of not stopping, of, moving forward, tells us, don't feel the pain. Keep going. You're weak if you stop. I'm not down with that mindset. And, I run a business called Strong Chicks Rock, and this is something that I struggled with for a long time. I'm like, okay, you're a strong chick, but you're also a highly sensitive and emotional person. You feel all the feels all of the time. And I kind of felt like a fraud. Like, okay, I'm telling people and I'm empowering women, be a strong chick. And then I'm over here like an emotional mess. I wouldn't necessarily say a mess. But, people associate being emotional and sensitive with being weak and crazy and unstable, and that's not what it is. And so when that's what society labels, sensitive, emotional, weak, you're like, well, shit, I no, I'm not unstable. I'm not fucking crazy. Like, what are you talking about? So we continue to push through the pain. We continue to move through it, and physically, it leads to injuries. It leads to winding back up in square one, because the more you push through pain, the more you're going to hurt your body. And eventually you're going to wind up like kind of broken. You're going to have to start back at square one anyway. And then emotionally, mentally, and your heart, man, that's the worst kind of pain. That's worse than my back hurting. That's for damn sure. That pain that you feel mentally and emotionally and in your heart, that kind of pain, when ignored, it manifests into physical feelings throughout your body. I know that when I feel hurt, sometimes I feel like an actual lump in my throat or in my heart or in my gut. It's like this jagged baseball that I feel just like sitting there. But here's the cool thing, you guys. you know, I'm all about breaking those fitness myths, all of the myths, really, myths surrounding women, myths surrounding everything. And so we're going to break this myth that being strong means that you have to push through pain, and you can simultaneously be strong and feel all the feelings. And that is a superpower. That is badass. So, going back to pain in the body is a signal. It's like, hello, human. Has anyone ever seen Osmosis Jones, that movie? I used to love that movie. And sometimes I think about like actual like little, like my cells like having parties in my body. And just imagine like little people, like your little cells, and they're talking to you and they're like, yo, homie, I'm in pain. Stop what you're doing. Listen to me. I want to be heard. They're like the annoying like ex-boyfriend that you broke up with and they keep bothering you. And like you probably should just be like, hey, dude, I'm not interested in you. And that's what we need to do to our emotions, or that feeling of pain in our body. We need to be like, okay, hello, what do you want? Like, what do you want? What can I do so you stop bothering me? And that's what we need to do to our pain. We need to be like, okay, you know what? Every time I do a goblet squat, my back hurts. My back hurts every single time. So you know what? Until I can see somebody to, get some help and figure out what the hell this is happening for, I'm going to stop doing I'm going to stop doing goblet squats. But you know what? I know that I can do bicep curls and it doesn't hurt anything. So I'm going to do the bicep curls, because this, extremist mentality tells us that, okay, well, if we're not going to push through the pain, then we have to quit and stop. So we're going to listen to what our body's telling us. Okay, stop it with the squats until we can get some help. But here's what we're going to do instead. And your body's like, thank you, homegirl. Thank you for listening to me. I can heal. Maybe all I need is a couple of rest days. So listen to your body in that sense, and that is okay. It's okay to not have the do or die mindset. It's okay to not push through the pain, because the pain is your body telling you something is wrong. Something is wrong and something needs fixed. And then emotionally, think of your feelings as the same way. Like, hello, woman. We'll stick with homegirl. Hello, homegirl. Like, you just broke up with somebody, or somebody just broke up with you, and your heart hurts. You feel sad. You feel alone. You feel like a part of you is missing. We cannot shove that away. Who do you think you are? This is not the FBI. We cannot conceal things forever so no one can ever find them. We have to deal with that. And what your feelings want, just like we talked about, is to be acknowledged. They just want to be acknowledged, or they're going to create that home in your throat, in your chest, in your gut. And we don't want that. We don't want that emotional baggage inside when we know we can do something. So when you feel the pain, the emotional pain, the heartache, you say, hey, pain, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I'm angry. I'm angry that Bob broke up with me, and I feel hurt, and I feel jaded, and I feel alone, and I feel betrayal. But the thing is, we don't let that pain become home. We don't let it sit with us forever. We acknowledge it, and we let it run through us, because the cool thing about feelings is that feelings are only temporary. We don't have to let them make a home. So as you're sitting with this, I want you to know that you don't have to push through the pain, because pain is your body telling you something. And what do strong chicks do? They honor their body. We honor our body through food, movement, and self-love. So sure as hell, you can be a strong chick. And you can feel the damn feels, because you are honoring your body by listening to those little cells, those little fibers, every part of you that's saying, hey, I'm hurt physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever it is. And you are still a strong chick. So I encourage you to honor your body in that way. Listen to what it's telling you. Don't continue to push through it. Don't dig it deep inside and hide it away, only for it to come back later. Breathe into those emotions. You know what? One last thing I'm going to leave you with. Breath work. Whenever I'm feeling things really deeply, I do two things. One, I get into child's pose. So I put my head on the ground, and that immediately sends my body into a sense of calm. And two, I do some diaphragmatic breathing. So put one hand on your chest right now and put one hand on your belly. As you breathe in through your nose, expand your belly, making it nice and big. Breathe in on a 4 count. And then you're going to breathe out through your mouth on a 4 count as well, bringing your navel into your spine. Breathe in that sadness, that pain, whatever you feel, and breathe it out. Let go of it. So I hope this helps you in feeling your pain. And I hope you know that you can be a strong chick and you can feel all of your feels. Thank you for listening to my first little mini podcast. I hope you come back for more.